from the website brucedepalma.com. According to Tiwari, the movement of voids in the spinning magnetized cylinder of his space power generator liberates free energy out of the space between the machine's axis and the magnet. He readily admits that this sounds incredible by the yardstick of known laws of physics. Tiwari says he never would have developed his theory had he been trained as a physicist rather than as an engineer, since his ideas differ so radically from conventional physics. This is significant right there, very significant. So we're reading from the website brucedepalma.com, and we're going to read this again. According to Tiwari, we're talking about Paramahamsa Tiwari, who made the space power generator and also space vortex theory, if I understand correctly. According to Tiwari, the movement of voids in the spinning magnetized cylinder of his space power generator liberates free energy out of the space between the machine's axis and the magnet. I'm going to read that again. The movement of voids, in parentheses, the movement of voids in the spinning magnetized cylinder of his space power generator liberates free energy out of the space between the machine's axis and the magnet. He readily admits that this sounds incredible by the yardstick of known laws of physics. Tiwari says he never would have developed his theory had he been trained as a physicist rather than as an engineer, since his ideas differ so radically from conventional physics. So knowing this, what do we do with our experiments? And also, how do we create a space power generator that just charges AA batteries, like something that makes between 1 watt and 100 watts output, right? How do we make that not as a perpetual motion machine, and it doesn't even have to be an over unity machine, putting out more energy than it takes to run it, but still make a space power generator that charges batteries so we can learn about the technology. I think a lot of people go right for the furthest thing they can imagine, right? Power a house, power a city, power many houses. What if we just make something that makes 1 watt or 100 watts, right? And get that in all the classrooms, get that at everyone, talk about door-to-door sales, take that door-to-door, Instead of buying candy from door to door, when people sell candy door to door, right? How about buying a space power generator for educational purposes, right? But with the internet, that's not needed. I mean, we could just sell it on the internet, right? Make videos of it showing how to build one, how to 3D print it, how to build one, buy the supplies. How small can we make something? How small? How simple? Least amount of parts, right? This is how I'm thinking. Let's take baby steps, right? Small steps. Everyone wants to go right for the big, all the way for the furthest thing we can imagine, right? And it's great to think about traveling to other galaxies and other universes. That's wonderful. That's part of it. But meanwhile, taking baby steps to the actual machinery that can help us relate to the theories that presently are not necessarily understood very well. And I think we need to have our hands on something and actually turn the wheelworks of nature, right? Turning the wheelworks of nature, interacting with them, and then going to sleep and waking up thinking about those gears, right? Thinking about how to charge that battery, how to light that light bulb, turning that little, it might even be a hand crank, right? It might be like a Wimshurst machine where you crank it by hand. Something like that. How simple, how small, minimal parts, minimal everything. But the most important thing that's big is the theory. The theory is as big as the universe.